And I almost forgot to do this review. I caught this fight. Moses Itama. He took on Jermaine Franklin. I guess you could say it was somewhat of a step up fight because the level of competition that Moses had been fighting was not really up to par, other than fighting Dillian White. So he went in there, destroyed Dillian White, I think in one round, if I'm not mistaken, 1 or 2 rounds. And then gets in this fight with Jermaine Franklin and beat the dog shit out of the dude, man. He never got stopped. Jermaine Franklin, that is. But all of that changed as soon as he got in there with this young athlete at heavyweight who is now 14-0 and 12 stoppages, 12 get rid of them. And only 21 and is getting better. You know, I was watching this guy in there. Um, what I first thing I give him a green check mark on was he starts fast. He don't wait around. He's not trying to waste no time. Trying to do a fill out round. No. He had his mind focused on letting his hands go immediately, and Jermaine Franklin had to wake up quick, fast. And that's just anybody who get in the ring with this guy, Moses Itama. You're going to have to wake up, get the cobwebs out of you, shake it off, make sure that you ain't dry, make sure that you don't have no kind of ring rust, because this guy does damage on the ASAP status, immediate status. Another thing that impressed me was the hand speed. To be a heavyweight, 6'4", 200 and whatever pounds he is. I mean, he looks extremely fast for his size. The hand speed, the feints, the counter, quick counters. It was looking damn spectacular to me. Now, granted, it was Jermaine Franklin, who was a bum. No, not a bum, but he's just somebody who's flat-footed and there to be hit, man. And it has no athleticism at all, nor head movement. And he's slow. So I have to point that out. The opponent was all those what I just listed. Fat, flat-footed, slow, no defense. But Moses Itama did what he's supposed to do. He took advantage of that. They are going to need to feed, this lion better comp, though. We're going to have to raise it up, because when I looked at box records, it was a lot of I don't know who you are is on there, man. I don't know a lot of these dudes that I've seen on his resume, except for Dillian White and Jermaine Franklin. So, what's good? Shout out to Red Glove up in here, man. You say he listening in from work. Shout out to the ones catching the playback, listening in from work, man. But I was very, very concerned about this heavyweight division. Alexander Usyk had already pretty much cleaned it up, man. Cleaned out the division. From cruiser to heavy, it has been Usyk all the whole way. We've had a few names or somewhat rising stars to emerge that just didn't pan out. This guy right now, Moses, is getting the kind of attention that I feel Jared Little Baby Anderson, as I call him, as the same attention he was getting when he was the rising star in the heavyweight division. Looked at very, very skillful, athletic, not flat-footed, flashy, But soon as he stepped up in competition, he it was a wrap. You know, it was a wrap. Martin Bacoli got rid of him, and he ain't been the same since. I seen him try to come back and fight some opponent after that loss, and he still looked trash. So I don't know if it's going to be the same circumstances for Moses. I hope not, because he looked like he's a special fighter, man. I saw it was an interview. I forgot who said it, but it was mentioned that Moses' favorite fighter, they say, is Shakur Stevenson or something like that. So I'm like, that's cool. You know, Shakur's a southpaw. He's a southpaw. You know, I think Jared Anderson's favorite fighter was Shakur too. So you just have to not make the same mistakes that Jared Anderson made. And when you step up in competition, man, bring your defense with you. Don't leave your defense in the dressing room. Don't leave it at the house or the hotel room. Bring it in the ring with you. Defense matters, just like offense. They both matter. So if as long as he can keep that well balanced in the boxing ring, he's going to be a problem for anybody. You know, and I actually really don't know what he is as far as his national. Then they say he's from the UK, but he's mixed. He's like Nigerian and Italian or something. His mother is, I think, you know, from Italy or something. One of them countries. And then his dad is from Africa, Nigeria or some shit. So shout out to him, man. Whatever blend mixture that they put together is worked. Because that man looked like he well on his way to becoming an interim at least at heavyweight. And if Usyk gets out the way and retires, then he might be next up. We'll see. I definitely will be tuning in to his fights. You got my attention now. You know, to kind of get back to the fight, and I'm going to let y'all go. You know, not only was he such a vicious monster in the boxing ring when he was fighting Jermaine, the way he stopped Jermaine was vicious. Caught him with that uppercut, you know, on the inside. You know, Jermaine was sloppily, you know, falling forward and hit him with that uppercut and put him in the shadow realm, standing up. Shadow realm, standing up promotions, man. But you know what kind of impressed me about the dude was instead of getting rid of him with like a straight left or a hook, up another uppy or something, he just threw a little baby jab just put him down and let the ref do his job, because he knew that Jermaine was going to get demolished had he would let the fight continue. You know what I'm saying? So the awareness and the ability to just restrain himself from just really getting, you know, inflicting serious damage to Jermaine Franklin, because he really could have just, be honest with y'all, he could have fucked Jermaine Franklin up, man. You know, real bad. But he's a nice enough guy at 21 years old to just like, you know what? No, I'm just gonna slap shit out of you. I already got rid of you. I already put you in the shadow realm with the uppercut, so I'm just gonna slap you on the way down. And then just celebrate it, man. It was a good win. Got a few rounds in. Jermaine Franklin was able to take some punches to where it made the young man still have to work. Stick to the game plan. Not everybody gonna just go down off one shot. Not every opponent is just gonna just last just 1 or 2 rounds. They may go 4, 5. They may go the distance. And that's gonna be another factor. Is this guy the same in the late rounds? You know, when you young and you getting rid of dudes, you know, in early rounds, somebody's gonna, you know, be tricky enough or slick enough to get into them damn middle to late rounds. And then we're gonna see what you're really made of. If you really are the goods at heavyweight. But it is still good. It was good to see another young talent and somewhat hope for the heavyweight division. Because like I said before, Floyd Mayweather voice, I was very concerned, man. You know, you got this Derek Chisora Wilder fight coming up. You know, where I got Chisora, Chisora demolishing Deontay in that fight. You know, Anthony Joshua, fought Jake Paul and had this tragic accident. It's just all kind of shit. And then Usyk about to fight this kickboxer or whatever. It's kind of a circus right now. Fury about to come back and fight this whatever barbarian looking dude at heavyweight. It's looking ugly. Heavyweight looks pretty ugly right now. But there might be a little light in the tunnel, man. Might be a little hope. With this guy, with this young heavyweight being named Moses, maybe some biblical reference there, man. Maybe he'll lead heavyweight division to the promised land, man, to a better place than what it's at right now. But that's all I got for this one, man. I'm on to the next. Shout out to the UGC.